Hey guys, today it's time to talk about my most anticipated releases for July, August and September. So I have already sorted out my most anticipated releases and I still have 14. So I'm not gonna give the biggest synopsis on all of these. As always, like sometimes I just don't even really care about like detailed synopsis. Let's just get into the list. So first off, I have All That She Can See by Carrie O. Fletcher. This comes out July 13th and I've already pre-ordered this. I am so fucking excited about it. I just cannot wait. I loved Carrie's first novel On the Other Side, and this one apparently is similar in a way. It's the same genre. It's also magical realism, but apparently even more magical realism. It's about a female main character and she owns a bakery and she has some kind of special ability so she can see what people really want, and so she puts like special ingredients in her baked goods. People are like happier because of her, and then someone comes into town and kind of tries to destroy all of that. I don't want to know much about it. I'm just so bloody excited. Then we have The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This comes out July 18th. This is a YA fantasy and the main character Estra is someone who steals like special magical artifacts, and apparently she can also travel in time. I don't know, it sounds kind of cool and just something that I think I will really end up enjoying. Then we have The Gallery of Unfinished Girls by Lauren Carx. This comes out July 25th, and this is a YA contemporary that I don't know much about. I know it's about art and that the main character is an artist. I'm not sure. I think it has a female-female relationship in it. Pretty sure the main character is queer and there's other queer characters involved, so that's all I have to know. Then we have Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert. This comes out August 8th. This is a YA contemporary and it seems to be a very sad one. Our main character Suzette comes home from boarding school in England. Her brother has bipolar disorder. When she settles into this new life back in LA, she falls in love with the same girl as her brother. I'm excited because it could be really great, but I'm also scared because it could be really horrible. I'm not really sure if the bipolar disorder is maybe Own Voices, but I'm definitely interested to see how it's done. I hope it's done well. I haven't really read any reviews yet by Own Voices people, so I will definitely look out for that. That happens to me from time to time, quite honestly. I mention something in my anticipated releases, and then when it gets closer to the release, I find Own Voices reviews that are not really great, and then I end up, not wanting to read the book anymore. If you watch my videos and you kind of get information on new releases from me, just always be aware that I can only speak from my perspective. I have not read the books yet. There might always be something coming up that, makes the book problematic. Just putting it out there, but I really hope it's good. Then we have Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney C. Stevens. This comes out August 29th. This book really speaks to me because I feel like it's gonna be relatable in a lot of ways. I come from a relatively small town. This book is about a girl who, kind of just lives this very normal small town life, and she has this group of friends and they're always kind of scheming things and they do like stupid experiments and stupid things, and then obviously at some point, because they are teenagers, they start doing stupid things with love. And it's kind of about how, in the small town, girl and boy, they fall in love and then they have sex and then they marry and they have children and whatsoever. And it's kind of about this main character not fitting into this at all. She does not want to marry a boy. She does not want to confine to all of the things. There's one sentence at the end of the Goodreads synopsis that I really want to read you because that sentence just is cool. Author Courtney Stevens delivers an honest, funny, and endearing account of a girl coming to terms with the gray areas of love, gender, and sexuality while facing the opposition that follows. That sounds bloody amazing to me. I cannot wait. I'm really just super excited because, as I said, I feel like it's kind of relatable, but also it just sounds great overall. Then we have The Girl with a Red Balloon by Catherine Locke. This comes out September 1st. This is about a girl who accidentally time travels to 1988 East Berlin. This is a novel that could either be absolutely amazing. It is like magical realism. It's about this underground group who helps people escape East Berlin and, helps them get over the wall with the help of magical balloons. It does include like time travel as well, where someone wants to change the course of history, but it could also be an absolute fail. I have gotten very careful when it comes to books written about Germany and German history when it's not by someone who is from Germany or has lived in Germany for a long time. If you don't know, like, I read Winter Song by S.J. Jones, which is a novel that takes place in Bavaria, and it was just not great. I mean, this is obviously like a very subjective point of view, but I think you would probably agree if you know, have a country portrayed that you know well because you were born in it and you grew up in it, and then it's just completely off and they try to include the language, but it's off. So I am excited because it sounds amazing and it has a lot of potential, but I'm definitely careful with my excitement because I haven't made the greatest experiences so far. Then we have Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bardugo. I don't know. This comes out September 5th. All I know about this one is that it is a queer Snow White retelling. I mean, the Goodreads synopsis sounds like super dark. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of fairy tale retellings, but queer fairy tale retellings, give them to me. Then we have They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This also comes out September 5th. And this is, I think, a YA science fiction. I really enjoyed More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, and I'm just very much looking forward to this novel. I think it's about two guys that live in a world where you get a call on the day you die, and then there's this app that's like a dating app, but it's about finding another person that dies on the same day. And so there's these two guys, they find each other because they are both gonna die on this day. They both die at the end. I guess they spend their last day together. I'm interested to see if, you know, he's gonna challenge this concept in this world. Are they actually gonna both die? Is it about like their story, just this one single day together and then they die? Or is it gonna be something where they try to unravel the mystery and try not to die? I don't really know, but I'm excited because Adam Silvera is a very promising author. Then I have Mask of Shadows by Lindsay Miller. This comes out September 5th. This seems kind of an assassin-y revenge story. The main character is actually gender fluid, so that's really cool as well. I don't think I've ever read a book with a gender fluid character. So this is a YA fantasy and the main character is a thief, but they kind of want to, you know, escape that life. They want to get closer to the noble people and kind of, you know, take revenge because they destroyed their home. And then I think they audition to become one of the queen's personal assassins, and they kind of learn that, you know, their life before was kind of chill compared to the tasks of an assassin. I'm pretty sure there's also a romance included. Yeah, it just sounds brilliant. Then we have Warcross by Mary Lou. This comes out September 12th. I am very excited about this one. This is a YA fantasy / science fiction, I guess, more science fiction. I got an arc of this. I am fucking excited about this. This is another one that is in my top 5 probably of anticipated releases of the year. I keep saying in videos that it's kind of Ready Player One-esque, but I guess it's kind of a wrong thing to say. I guess it's just because Ready Player One is basically the only other video game related book that I have read. But, you know, Ready Player One is like very much virtual reality and everything is about this game, whereas Warcross is more about, Warcross is an important part, but it's just like this big game in this world and there's like championships. It's not so much, I think, virtual reality. Still, I am so excited. It sounds amazing. Yes. And then we have another one that is like my most anticipated releases, probably in my, pretty sure in my top 5, and that is Jane Unlimited by Christina Shore. This comes out September 19th and I cannot wait. If you know me at all, you know that not only do I absolutely love the Greyselling Realm trilogy by Christina Shore and talk about it all the time, but also every opportunity that I get to talk about authors I want more books from, blah, 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 I talk about Christina Shore because her writing and her world building and her characters, everything. I love everything. I am so excited for this book. It sounds amazing, but also I just don't care what it's actually about. I just am so excited. There's a new book by Christina Shore. It is fantasy, but it's very different fantasy. I think it's more like urban fantasy or like magical realism, this kind of direction, which is fine, perfectly fine by me anyway. And I have heard it has queer characters, so I'm like, this makes me even more excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this one. Then we have Kaleidoscope Song by Fox Spanwell. This comes out September 19th. This is another one that just kind of got me hooked on just a few buzzwords. It takes place in South Africa. It's a lot about music and it's queer. So like, I don't need anything else. And then I have The Love Song of Sawyer Bell by Evan Gayle. This comes out September 25th. I'm not sure if this is young adult. I don't really know. It could be adult as well. Wouldn't mind. This is a contemporary and it is about a violinist and she's going on tour with this band and it's a love story and it's female romance. I think the cover looks absolutely badass. I need this in my life. I need it. And finally, we have The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. This comes out September 26th. This is a collection of short stories from Leigh Bardugo that all take place in the Grishaverse. I'm pretty sure it's gonna include the folk tales like Little Knife and the other ones, like a lot of her already released novellas that I have also read. At first I wasn't excited about this one, but when I kind of realized that this is what this book is, oh my god, I am so excited because these little novellas with these folk tales, I loved them. And so I cannot wait to, first of all, get more stories, but also then have all of these stories packed into one beautiful book. I really think if you're into the Grishaverse and you like kind of dark fairy tales, this could definitely be for you. I mean, obviously I have not read all of the stories in it, but what I've read so far from these kind of short stories, I think that, you know, you would really enjoy it in that case. I'm just very, very much excited and I just want to have it in my collection because I am really starting to appreciate Leigh Bardugo as an author quite a lot. I think she is definitely becoming one of my favorite authors. Anyway, these were all of my most anticipated releases for the third quarter of 2017. Let me know some of your most anticipated releases for July, August, and September. This time around, I did not forget 1 month. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!